How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got our 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians as we begin to wrap up the month of April. We sit at 15-10. Cleveland sits at 13-13. We are atop of our division. Cleveland is a game back of the third wild card, and we send out our ace, Spencer Strider. You see his numbers that whip below 1, 2.4 ERA. And you love to see it. Strider is known as a strike-out pitcher. He's going to start the game doing what he does best. Getting a punch out of Miles Straw. So we've got these 3 games against the Guardians, and you're going to see that the highlights are kind of weird because OBS continues to be annoying to me. And my computer keeps restarting in the middle of recording. I don't usually notice it until it's long gone. You saw that in the Owen Murphy video. So it happens again here. So I ask that you forgive me. It just seems like nothing has gone right for me in this life cycle of the show when it comes to recording. Strider gets another punch out, so he starts the game with 2 punch outs. So yes, just forgive me as I work through this. And Cleveland is going to send out who used to be their ace, but now is just their number 2, Shane Bieber. And for a number 2 starter, I mean, he has ace numbers right there. You see that 1.69 ERA. His whip is also under 1, so I would imagine this is going to be a close, tough, tooth-and-nail game here as Money Mike goes down the line and stays fair, jumps over the walls, and just stays on that chalk. But with one wicked bounce, it's over the wall, and the Braves have their leadoff man on. I've been putting Michael Harris in that second spot because I enjoy, or that leadoff spot, because I enjoy having him, and it mixes up the lineup a little bit, keeps that left-right balance that I like so much. So Ronald Acuna is in the second spot. He's kind of had a sluggish start to his season, and he hits that high and deep to center, and at the warning track at the wall, makes the catch a couple steps shy of the wall. Harris is able to tag up, so we have a runner on third with 1 away for the hottest hitter in baseball, Matt Olson. Here you see his numbers, 375, and it's only April, but he is so far your favorite to win the MVP. Forrest Wall getting the start in the left. I decided to platoon Forrest Wall and TJ Friedl. Sometimes I'll put Wall at DH, but if I figured Wall is hot, why not capitalize and let TJ Friedl kind of figure himself out there. Here's Matt Olson. First pitch swinging in the hole, base hit. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead as they score first against Shane Bieber and the Guardians. On to the second we go. Bo Naylor bashes one off the left field wall. And that's going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double of his own, only his second of the year. And that's going to get past Matt Olson into right field. Naylor around third. He will score. And a lucky hit for Brian Rocio. And it's 1-1. Josh Naylor going to go down on strikes. I'm sorry. Jose Ramirez is going to go down on strikes. So another punch out for Spencer. To the fourth, Jose Ramirez. No, that was Josh Naylor. Whatever. Point is, strikeout, yay. Jose Ramirez will reach first here on a 1-out base hit. Steal situation might be on. 1-1 count to David Fry, and that's hit weakly in the left field. Cleveland threatening here. Ramirez is going to hold at second base, but runners at first and second with 1 man out. Bo Naylor had a double, but like his brother Josh, he will strike out, and that is Spencer's 5th K of the day. So it's going to be up to Brian Rocio. He will fly out to Money Mike, and that'll end the Cleveland Guardians' threat here in the 4th inning. Still 1-1. Jump into the 5th. Ramon Laureano, who the Braves picked up in real life from the Guardians. He is another strikeout victim. So not as many strikeouts this time for Strider. He's only got 6 so far. But this is, like I said, this has been a pitcher's duel. 1-2 to Miles Straw, 5 doubles this year, 3rd on the Guardians. Bo Naylor, though, got his second one of the night, so that might be heating up. Guardians not doing as well as they are in real life. 2-2. There's strikeout number 7. So Strider goes 5, throws 7 strikeouts. And we go to the 7th. Still tied 1-1. Beavers out of this game now. Scott Barlow coming in. 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9. Marcelo Zuna climbing in with a 1-1 count. Fouls it off, 1-2. I feel like Scott Barlow's been around for a while. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know much about him. So if you're a Guardians fan, let me know what you got on Scott Barlow. And is he going to get Marcelo Zuna to strike out on the high fastball? Gotta get somebody warming up in that bullpen. Late game, tied game late here in the 7th inning. Orlando Arcia has been on base. But you're not going to get on base when you swing at pitches like that. 1-2. Good pitch from Barlow. Maybe I'm thinking of another Barlow. Forrest Wall, our last hope here. Barlow trying to strike out the side. And he won't get him to chase that pitch inside. So this bottom half of the Braves lineup has gotten on base. Arcia with a hit. Forrest Wall continues to hit. Not really hitting for power as much, but he's getting on base and he's working himself a full count. 2-4-3 is Money Mike on deck. Him and Matt Olson have been really carrying this offense, and that is called strike 3. Not sure what Forrest Wall is looking at. To the 8th, here is Money Mike. 2-1, takes a ball outside. Acuna on deck. Still 1-1. Nick Sandlin is out there. And that's a diving stop by the shortstop. No play, so Harris is going to reach with another hit. I think Sandlin, didn't he go to Southern? I think so. Anyways, here's Ronald with a 2-1. Ooh, borderline slider. Called a ball. Really trying to get something going with Acuna. 0-for-3. Not really having the best success with him this year. That's probably another reason why I moved him down to that second spot. But he draws a walk, so we're threatening here. And we've got some speed on base. And the best hitter in baseball coming up. Matt Olson, 1-for-3 with a single. Surprised he hasn't hit a home run yet. But the series is young. Fouls the slider back. 1-2. And that's strike 3. Austin Riley now. Let's see what that fan says. Stay out of the double play. Although, with how wet it is, that ball might be a little slippery, so maybe we get an errant throw. We'll have to see, but he's quickly down 1-2. 333 average with runners in scoring position. So let's see if he can come through and give us the lead here in the 8th. Steady strikes out, double steal is on, and it works. Unfortunately, though, it's 2 out. And they're going to bring in, there's Nick Sandlin. I don't know what I saw earlier there on the little ticker. Here's Nick Sandlin facing Ozzy Albies. That's a generous strike call. He has been abysmal with runners on. 125. But that all could change right here with one swing.
That's the ball. Take the ball.
Instead, they'll walk him, and they'd rather face the big bear, Marcelo Zuna. Except it's not him. It's Sean Murphy. Y'all, I guess I don't even know what lineups I'm running. So here's Sean Murphy. He had a really hot start to his season, homering 4 times in the Phillies and White Sox series at the beginning of the year, but he's been very quiet since. In fact, he's been on a cold streak. 1-2 for him. 0-for-3 tonight. Fly ball to left field. Routine out there for Laureano. I think it's Laureano. And nothing can come out of the 8th inning. So the Guardians bullpen is able to get out of this.
Now pitching.
We're going to bring in Raisel Iglesias.
Number 26.
I
Raisel.
shouldn't, but he's got to lower that ERA somehow, and he is one of our better relievers overall-wise. But Andres Jimenez makes him pay. One pitch, and that is gone. So a solo shot for Jimenez. Home run number 2. And one of the biggest home runs of the Guardians season. Clutch hit there for Jimenez. And Iglesias is not impressing me. I gotta fix this bullpen. Move him into a less of a high leverage role. Because, y'all, it ain't working. When will I learn my lesson? And the Guardians take game 1. Thanks to Raisel. Or not Raisel Iglesias. Thanks to, well, I guess they could thank Raisel Iglesias because he gave him that meatball to Andres Jimenez. But he is the hero for tonight. Andres Jimenez puts the Guardians up with a solo shot, go-ahead home run in the 9th. And Iglesias has handed his second loss. Emmanuel Clase handed his 9th save. And let's go to game 2. Game 2 is another decent pitching matchup. Max Fried, who has not looked great in the series so far, but maybe he's like real-life Max Fried, and he has to kind of get through that little cold spell to begin the season and become dominant. Maybe this is where his season turns around. But it's Max Fried and Tristan McKenzie for the Guardians. But you see that ERA is at 7.5. That's bad. And y'all forgive me, I don't know why my throat is so blah feeling, but hopefully y'all are still enjoying the video. But here's Tristan McKenzie's start. And again, Cleveland has this 1-2-3 of their rotation really figured out. 2.6 ERA, 5 starts. Not really given much run support, I guess, because he's got a 1-3 record. But that doesn't really matter in today's game. But it matters to me. Hitters count to Matt Olson.
3-1.
3-1. You might as well just walk him. His on-base percentage is good for 9th in the league, which I would think would be higher. Full count, 3-2.
Full count.
Rip to right, Matt Olson does it again, and that one is gone. Solo shot, Matt Olson is just tearing the cover off the ball this month. Another home run, that's his 13th of the season. He's almost hit a home run every other day, it feels like, you know. There's 30 days in April, I think. And if he can hit 2 more before the end, he will have had a home run in, you know, every other day. Murphy looking to kind of heat up the bat a little bit. He's got himself a hard hit single. Now, going around the league really quickly. Last night's game was really good. 2-1 Guardians finish. And then, around the league, you had Alex Wood of the A's throw a complete game shutout against the Orioles. You had Zach Eflin throw a complete game shutout against the White Sox. And then let's see, what's the other one? I wrote it down. Luis Castillo throws a complete game shutout against the Diamondbacks. So we take a 2-0 lead on over Cleveland, thanks to the ground ball by Arcia. He's able to beat it out. So who knew? Oh no, never mind. The first baseman dropped the ball, but who would have thought? And their first baseman is a Rule 5 draft pick, so not looking too great. He needs to step up his game if he wants to stay on this club. Here's Ronald. All this comes to 2 outs, 2-1 count. Acuna to center. And the center fielder's there to end the Braves rally. So yes, a lot of good pitching across the league over Friday night's games. And right now the Braves have a 2-0 lead over Cleveland. But Ramon Laureano says, hold on a minute. I heard you talking trash about me earlier. He's going to start the Guardians third with a leadoff double. That is double, I didn't get to read it. Double number 5. There's a strike from Fried. So this bottom of half of the Guardians lineup has been kind of a pain in the butt.
2-2.
David Fry, I'm sorry, Cody Huff is getting the start behind the plate today. He's got a 2-2 count. Hit to right center. And that will drop and rattle up against the wall. And the Guardians will get on the board as they cut this 2-1 or 2-0 lead in half and make it 2-1. 8-9 of the Guardians lineup just coming through. First double for Huff on the season as he's a rookie catcher. And Freed in some hot water here. Still nobody out. Lineup card flipping over. Stephen Kwan down 1-2. Freed trying to finish him off. 42 pitches already. But that's what happens when you play on quick counts. So I try not to take that into consideration. It just gives me something to tell you guys about. As Kwan fouls off another pitch. A couple of close ones down that third base line.
2-2.
Brushed him off the plate. 2-2. All right, Steven. You could strike out, that'd be nice. Or just keep fouling them off. Fouled off. Up the middle. And that'll get through. Huff coming around. Here's Money Mike's throw, and it is on the money. And that's good for the first out. Huff trying to score. And y'all, I distinctly remember when I played this, I just threw instinctively. Like, I thought he had scored well before I threw it. I wasn't even looking. And then all of a sudden, I see them tag, and he's out. And I was like, why did he run on that play? He was out by a long shot. I guess the play made it a little bit closer. But to me, he seemed like he was out by a mile. So that's a gift to the Braves and Max Fried. And he's going to get another strikeout. 22 pitches this half inning. But he is 1 out away from keeping the lead intact. However, it is Jose Ramirez. That's not an easy out. But a good borderline strike is going to help the cause. He needs one more good pitch. Took short. Arcia bobbles. Plants, throws, and he's safe. Ugh, the Guardians are so pesky. That'll be an error on Orlando Arcia. All right, here's David Fry. Again, a good second strike. Max doesn't have a problem getting that second strike. It's finishing the batter off that he's struggling with.
That's a ball.
So you can see that, but that's that curve missing the plate. Popped up. Murphy out of the crouch. Throws up the glove. And catches it to end the inning. A laborious inning for Fried. But Matt Olson says, hold on, Max. I'll help you out a little bit. 2-run shot in the bottom half of the third. Let's give you some insurance. Olson's second home run of the game and his 14th of the year. He is on pace, man. I mean, he doesn't hit one every night, but it feels like if he doesn't hit one every night, like back-to-back nights, he'll make up for it by hitting 2. He didn't hit one in Friday's game, but he did drive in a run, and so he said, hold on, I got to catch up. That's 2 home runs. On to the 9th. Still 4-1. Alan Winans coming in to get the 3-inning save. And there's an out. I kind of forgot I had him in the bullpen, to be honest. And I was like, well, you never know what Sunday's going to look like. So if he can get through these 3 innings, which he already has so far, he's gotten through 2 at least, he will help kind of keep this bullpen well rested.
2-2.
2-2. 1 for 3, Ramon Laureano. Popped up down the right field line. Acuna running towards his left. Tosses up the glove. What a good catch. Probably a lot of maximum effort on that out, but whatever, on that play. Huff is the last hope for Cleveland. To left, Forrest Wall barely moves. And the Braves take game 2 of this series. Take it back. Tie the series up 1-1 and hope to go for the sweep on Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday. Because, again, like I said in the beginning, OBS loves to screw me over. I don't know what the deal is. I might just go back to streaming on Twitch. solve this issue. But basically, I played 8 innings of this next game, and OBS decides it just doesn't want to work. It stops recording it halfway. As you see, Freed only goes 5. Winans gets the save. No, only 6 strikeouts and a run given up by Freed, but it was again a late inning. But anyways, going back here to this game. The OBS crashes yet again. Oops, I didn't cut this part out. Whatever, it's X-Defiant. So we're in the 8th. It is 2-1. Ozzy Albies had a 2-run shot, and he's got a chance here to give us more insurance here. I'm sorry, we're in the 7th. I counted my innings wrong. But anyways, the majority of this game you don't get to see the highlights of because OBS decided it was going to crash. And for some reason, my OBS always demands to run in safe mode no matter what I do. I don't get it. I'm frustrated. If anyone has any help in the comments that they can leave me, let me know. But anyways, it's 2-1. Chris Dale looked good. He went 6, 4 strikeouts, and earned run. And Ozzy has runners on first and second. Acuna's looking good today so far. Acuna's 2 for 2 with a double. I'm sorry, 2 for 3 with a double. Back him off the plate. That's fine. 3-2. You don't really want to leave it up to Forrest Wall. It's that 600 average with a small sample size, but still pretty impressive. That's a hanging breaking ball, and Ozzy Albies does it yet again. 8th home run. He hit number 7 earlier in the ball game, and here's his 8th. 3-run shot. Go ahead in the 7th. Well, it wasn't go ahead, I guess, because the game wasn't tied. But anyways, insurance as needed. And it's 5-1 here in the 7th. All of this courtesy of Ozzy Albies. Not sure what the pitcher was doing leaving that pitch over the plate, but Cleveland pitchers kept hanging a bunch of curveballs, and they would be borderline calls, but they get called balls. But this one caught too much of the plate, and Ozzy made him pay.
Now pitching for the Guardians.
So here's Forrest Wall. He's DHing today. Moved him up to the 6th spot.
1-2.
Again, I'm just kind of riding out this hot streak, seeing what happens. Ground ball to 3rd. 1 out.
The batter, number 11.
So to make up for the lack of highlights for Game 3, I decided I would put, I think, this half inning, the 8th, and the 9th at the end of this video to kind of make up for it. You know, there wasn't really much going on, I guess, beforehand. So we'll see how it goes. Ground ball to 3rd. Ramirez is busy out there. 2 outs. Here's Sean Murphy. He had a hit today. You know, just doing what we can to get on base. Although, I will say, this week in MLB The Show, I've really been struggling. I've been chasing a lot of bad pitches and kind of in like a little funk. But that's hit hard, and again, all of it out Jose Ramirez. But Ozzy Albies does damage. We go to the 8th. And Cleveland doesn't really hit lefties well. So I decided to bring in Aaron Bummer. And he pitched yesterday. He pitched an inning. But I figured, okay, well, you know, it's 5-1. I guess I could have brought in Minter, but save him for the 9th regardless. Just see what happens. And so far, it's paying off for me. Miles Straw is a weak ground out to 1st. Josh Naylor, he's been kind of quiet. There's a hard hit ball to 1st, but Olson is there. MVP with the bat and the glove. That's Matt Olson for you. Jose Ramirez is going to foul a pitch off. So far, Bummer's looking pretty good, but you can, if you just press the little screen on YouTube or look at the little time bar, you're going to see this video is not close to being over. Also, Charlie Blackmon extends his hitting streak to 21 games. So that'll be something to keep an eye out on the little ticker down here at the bottom. So base hit. Here is Ramon Laureano. He has had a memorable series. That's crushed to left. That's off the wall. He hasn't really hit one out yet, but he has made some extra base hits, and it is now a save situation here. So good thing I didn't call on Minter. It is 5-2. David Fry fouls it off. Again, I feel like the Guardians really have been super pesky. I mean, everybody it seems like has a hit. Fry, extra bases for him possibly. That's going to score Jose Ramirez. So Aaron Bummer really starting to bum me out. Close play at second, but he's in there. 5-3. Cleveland chips away. Here's a 1-2 count to Andres Jimenez. Hit weakly to center field. Harris on the run. He's just going to let it drop in front of him. David Farr is running with the pitch, and that's a late throw. Or a late tag. 3 doubles in a row. Brian Rocchio. 0 for 3. 1-2. Doesn't chase the cutter inside. 29 pitches this inning for Bummer. Not great. Started out so strong. And then it was base hit, double, double, double. That's blooped down the line. That's going to be a double, and it's going to tie this ball game up. Brian Rocchio comes in clutch, the rookie. And we're all squared away at 5. So got to get a mound visit. Got to warm up somebody. Not Raisel Iglesias, let me tell you that. We're going to send in Penn Murphy. Not ideal. Hasn't had any time to warm up, but it's dire. The Guardians have a chance to take this lead. And Cody Huff pops up behind first base. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Penn Murphy, but the damage has been done. Cleveland scores 4 in the inning thanks to a single, double. Or sorry, double, yeah. On to the bottom of the 8th. I thought it was the bottom of the 9th, so I'm like preparing my bullpen to go to extras. Here's TJ Friedel. First time all series we've seen him, and what a good stop by Jimenez. Robbing TJ Friedel of a hard hit ball up the middle. He's just had an abysmal start to the season. Here's Ronnie, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Can't make contact with that slider. Hit to center. And he makes the catch. Sir Ronald goes down quietly. Here's Michael Harris. He's been relatively quiet at the top of the lineup. Just 1 for 4. How could he do that to us? Good pitch. On the corner, on the black. Called strike 3. To the 9th. Penn Murphy's out there. He got 1 pitch, 1 out. So you might as well just see what he can do. Top of the Guardians lineup to Stephen Kwan. 2-1, 2-2. Fouled off. Popped up into center. Harris is there. He's able to make the catch. You could sense a little bit of urgency running over to make that catch. Or was that urgency when there was that little bloop? Or why didn't Arcia go out and try to catch it? I don't know. Whatever, we're tied. Doesn't matter. Harris yet again is out there. He flies that one down. Flags it down, I guess. All right. So far, we know how last inning went after 2 quick outs. Josh Naylor down 1-2. Versus righties, he's hit .312 against, so he's, trying to feast up there against Penn Murphy. Popped up behind the plate. And y'all, I hate this. Like, look, why is a little ball indicator up there if I don't have any chance of catching it? I look stupid. 1-2, want to get one more time. Fouled off yet again. CPU, I guess, is about to go and just foul off every single pitch ever.
That's the ball.
Ooh, borderline pitch not going Murphy's way, and it is 2-2. Hit to left. TJ Friedel at the line. Makes the catch. Bottom 9. Here we go. Matt Olson.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 37, Trevor Stephan.
Here's Trevor. I'm sorry, Trevor Stephan. Not Steven, like I've been calling him for 2 years.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1. Matt Olson has been 1 for 2. Let's see what he can do. Olson does it again. He comes through late. And his 15th home run of the year is a solo shot, walk-off winner. Matt Olson, what can't he do, right? He can field, he can hit. He's handsome. And the Braves walk it off. I think that's our 4th or 5th walk-off of the month. Matt Olson getting in on the walk-off fun. And we take 2 out of 3 from the Cleveland Guardians thanks to the power of Matt Olson. 3 home runs this series. Him and Ozzy Albies have had a great series. Hopefully this is good for Acuna too. Maybe he'll start figuring it out. Michael Harris looking good. All in all, an excellent series. Back and forth games. You love to see it. And that'll do it, you guys. Next time on the channel, as far as the Braves franchise goes, we will take on Seattle. Or at Seattle, we'll face Miller, Wilson, and no, that's not right. Anyways, we'll look and see who we face. But I know Bryce Miller is one of them, not Bryce Wilson. Anyways, long story short, we'll be out at Seattle, and then we'll head to AAA to play Durham, and take a look at Darius Vines. 6 innings from Chris Sale, a run, 4 strikeouts. Aaron Bummer had a bummer of an outing. 4 earned runs, 5 hits. That ERA balloons to 6.35. And Tyler Matzik and Penn Murphy out of the bullpen slamming the door. Matt Olson did it all. Had a home run, had an RBI, got a hit by pitch, grounded it into a double play. But Ozzy Albies is your player of the game. 2 for 4, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. And actually, I think if I edited this correctly, we'll get to see the Seattle matchups here as we simulate a day. AAA injury, don't even know who this dude is. He's only out for a couple of days, not a big deal. But we will face Bryce Miller and Bryce Elder, the battle of the Bryces, Charlie Morton, and I didn't get to see the first one, Luis Castillo. But anyways, we'll go see it all next time on the Braves franchise. We'll have NCAA on Mondays, Braves on Fridays, if it all goes scheduled as planned, and then minor league stuff sprinkled in on some Wednesdays throughout the series. So I hope you guys liked what you see. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as I post videos as often as I can. And bear with me. I say that every video, it feels like, but OBS or Twitch or both tend to give me some trouble. So I will catch you guys next time. Make sure to take care. Have a great rest of your day. Leave some feedback in the comments. And we'll be back with more baseball on MLB The Show. More MLB The Show and baseball on the channel. Oh, y'all, it's a rough time out here sometimes. So I'll see ya. Take care. And have a good one.